Okay, so series thingy number 2, and now obviously we have no ignition switch, but we do have a nice new one from the Prince of Darkness, Lucas. I'll get it out of the box. So it's a bit interesting as it has more posts than the previous one that I've got or had, but they do seem just to be like 4 and then extra posts on each one for whatever reason. So I'll get that installed shortly, and then I'm going to fit the windscreen washer things, but I just realised that I haven't drilled the holes on the repaired side, so I'll need to do that. Ignition switch, a new ignition switch, tiny screws which I'll try not to drop, and then the new one has a little thing on it which the old one does as well, so that slides in there and then somehow fits. There you go. So now I just need to put the little screws in. The little screws won't locate, which is really nice, so I'm going to be here for fucking ages. So I got one side screwed in around the back, but this one still won't go in. Okay, fine. Okay, time for plan 2. Got the back screw in. Front screw doesn't go in. Well, frontish screw. The hole doesn't line up, so I'm gonna make it fit, basically. So I'm either gonna make it worse, which is most likely, or it'll work. So let's find out. So I drilled it. The screw's in. This doesn't move, which is good. So I think it might have actually worked. I'm going to take it out to have a look at where the hole went, and then put it back in, so we'll see. Okay, so as you can see, the hole I drilled, it's that one there, so it's a little bit further in than the hole that was in it. This one on this side is actually already closer to the rim, so the screw went in fine. But whatever, it seems to work, so we'll find out. Okay, so it's all screwed back in, and as you can see, it turns okay. So that's obviously off, and then ignition on, starter, and then back to ignition. And my Landrover does have the nice feature where you can move the key while it's running. Probably should get that fixed, but you know, that requires removing all of this, which I can't be bothered. Okay, so with that done, we'll move on to the tubing, or well, drilling the holes for these, and then running the tubing along and through, because then that means I can get the dash back on, which means it's one step closer to being done. Okay, so drilling time for that hole there, which is drilled most of the way through, but there's a bit of a bit sticking in, which stops it going all the way through. So I do that one first, and then I need to do that side entirely through the metal, with my really shitty drill bit, which doesn't really work. Okay, so one installed, go around. There, I just need to go and get a spanner and tighten it up, and then drill the other side, and then we can run the tube. Yay, things are getting done, slowly. Okay, all tightened up. Time to drill out the other side. Okay, so hole is drilled. I don't know if you can see it. I had to drill a pilot hole with that bit, and then use the big bit because the big bit's shit and the little one isn't, basically. Okay, so driver's side washer is in. I'm started running the tube. What I need to do now is figure out how I'm going to connect them two together. So I've got a choice of a T connector, which is generally the standard, it seems, or I also got a Y connector. I think the Y connector might be a bit more streamlined, from where it comes in here and then it goes up and it'll go to one and it'll go to the other. because you know the Landrover series needs to be streamlined because it's so square. So I'll have a look and then I'll come back and you'll see what I've done. So that's connected up. I've gone with the Y connector because I think it looks better as well. So water will come in here, go up to the passenger side one, and then go to the driver's side one, and then the tube will go through there and through to the wing, which obviously isn't on at the moment. But yeah, so now I might try and get the dash on before it gets dark, or not the whole dash, just the flap bits, because then the next bit is to put the flaps back in. Okay, so I'm going to put the dash on next time, because it's getting a bit dark in here, so it's hard to see the screw holes, and I don't have a good torch, and also I can't find the screws to screw it in, which is the important bit. So I'm just going to leave it like this, and then next time we can put in the dash and something else, the vent, and then maybe some seats as well. Yeah, so other side, tubing, go through there somehow. It's good.